everyone. Nothing unexpected. We knew it was going to be a challenge, playing the champions away. So first half, I think maybe they controlled for 15 minutes and they really put us under pressure. So the boys just needed to settle. Unfortunately, they got the goal, and we only started playing after the goal. After that, even though I haven't looked at the stats, but I think my boys showed up. We really tried to impose ourselves and to really show people what we can do. At some point, because we were playing with the high line, so at some point, what happened was going to happen because they have quick forwards. And unfortunately, we considered the second goal, which for me, by that time, it really didn't matter. We're going to take the positives from the game and build on that.
Thank you, Coach. We're now open for questions from the floor. Are there any questions for the coach? If you haven't had an opportunity already to ask, please ensure that you identify yourself as well as the media company you represent. We'll take the first two, starting with you. Can you take us to the second one? Not listen, and that's the third one.
Coach, thank you, Coach. Coach, in the second half, the team had really good players controlling the ball well. Are those some of the lessons that you take from this game? What are the positives that you can build on?
Yeah, I think more than anything, the mentality, the refusing to be intimidated. I already know the guys can play. Trust me, they can even play better than they did today. But I thought the rotation and how we showed up in the midfield and try and overload certain zones like we planned. The press was not up to scratch. But for us, we are still in the middle of pre-season because we started late. So it's an area that we're working on. I think in a few games, we're going to press better and coordinate it better. We have to incorporate Ustalo as well in the off-the-ball play. He's a very good striker, but he needs to, understand how we want him to be off the ball, the kind of shape that he needs to take. So all those areas, we're still working on them. So otherwise, overall, I was quite happy with how he showed up, and as expected, he did create some chances for himself. I think the support could have been better in the final third, but we had to change because my 2 10s were getting tired, so we changed into a 8-8 in the middle of the second half. We thought maybe we can control it and steal a goal at some point. Because we knew we will get 1 or 2 chances. Sometimes it plays out like that. So I have no issues with any of the players. Even Teto, who came out at halftime, it's not that he was poor or anything. We wanted to change the shape. We wanted to bring Mapena in from the side because the initial plan was to have him wide and then move inside and then Mashesha to move out. And then we moved from there, taking the side on their left side, centre back. So all those things, they were there. The guys did exactly how I wanted them to. So now we need to build on that and try and come up with more tricks, more unpredictability, and instill the confidence that we have on the ball and be better off the ball.
Coach, can I ask you, the fixtures were not kind to you by giving you this game, but in a sense they are being kind to you. In the next couple, you've got 2 home back-to-back, including your fellow promoted side. How vital will it be for you to get those 6 points? And if you don't, do you foresee that you might be on the wrong side of a little bit of an early mini crisis, if I may put it that way?
It's absolutely crucial that we get the 6 points. I actually have no fear whatsoever about Mhlatuze, people coming into Mhlatuze. I really think anybody that comes there, they must really expect a very hostile, offensive team that is going to come at them. Last season we only lost 2 games there, and the season before that we were playing in Durban, and our home form wasn't so great. So guys understand that we get whatever we can get away, but home we really must play to win. And if we're not going to be competitive against the next 2 teams, then who are we going to beat really in this division? So that's the mentality I'm going to try and drive into them, that if we can play like this, like we played today, and then we have the few players that are one injured and the others on yellow cards and stuff, and they're back and they give us the options going forward, we definitely will come out with something. I have no stress about that.
Khutacha from Open Radio. Yeah, Coach. Coach, just to follow up on that question, do you think perhaps playing a team like Orlando Pirates as your opening game is a factor maybe that the boys also became like a bit nervous? Or how would you say that this playing like Pirates in your opening fixture sets you up for the road ahead?
Yeah, there's 2 sides to that coin. Look, I mean, maybe how the results turned out, it's actually going to help us to try and, be honest with ourselves, where we are, what we need to do. Had maybe won or maybe got something from it, we might have had to, try and calm the boys down, try and, get them to focus on dealing with the teams that are not champions, because now they might look at it that they did so well against the champions, then they can beat anyone. Then it's another struggle for me to try and get them around. So just to answer your question, playing Pirates first league game, look, initially when I saw the fixture I was like, what, we're like the weakest team and we get the champions, but at the end of the day I was like, no, maybe it's better to get them now before they're really truly organized, while they're from the preseason, and then we deal with them. I can promise you that when they come to Mhlatuze, they're really also gonna feel it.
And what's the guy?
That.
Coach, just looking at your squad today, 2 things. I see an all-South African lineup. Is it a case of you're still looking to fill your foreign sports, or you just like things as they are? Maybe if there's some areas you still need to cover, and also if you can say something more about Mtiane. I thought he was an impressive player. Pity
I think, just to answer your first question, we are a team that's coming up with players from APC Motsepe. It's very rarely that we have foreign players in the APC. So we took those guys and came up to MFC with them, and now we are proceeding with them into PSL. That's the majority of the squad. We haven't had the opportunity to say we're looking outside. Fortunately for us, we had identified the people that we wanted to boost the squad, the areas that we felt needed some boosting, which is them and the Normandelas and the Mobis that we signed. So those are the players. We unfortunately didn't identify any foreign player. There have been suggestions from agents and other team owners and so on, but we always wanted to give firstly the local boys from around Richards Bay the opportunity to represent the team, and then us coming from the Eastern Cape, we also want to involve the Eastern Cape people in trying to form and bolster the team. So as long as there is a player from Ngamakwe that is at the same level as a player from Zimbabwe, I'm going to take the one from Ngamakwe. Not that I have a problem with the people from outside, but I feel that I will relate more with the Ngamakwe boy, knowing where he's coming from. So that's also playing a factor. But maybe going forward, obviously, as we grow into the professional ranks, that will change and we become bigger and we have wider eyes, and hopefully slowly we'll introduce that situation. As for Mtiane, super player, it's unfortunate that you guys only get to see him now. He's been with the team since he was 17, He's had opportunities to go and try out in some other teams, and the guys didn't see what we see. He's turning 30 this year, but he's one guy that I can confidently say I rely on him, and I know he will do the right thing, whether he's injured or not. Super player. Hopefully he gets to play at least 5 or 6 seasons in the professional ranks, and that would really please me.
Good afternoon, Coach. Nicele from Milford News. You've got a very bright future outside football, and you are a big role model. And it's for the first time we have a coach who's in position of a MBCHP, who's a specialist. Now my question is, what is your ultimate goal in football?
I think there's two answers to that question. One, as the chairperson, obviously I want Milford Football Club to be established in the PSL for as long as possible and grow as a brand to very high limits, I don't know, and to spend as much time as possible in the top flight. It took us a very long time to get here. But as the coach, just want to survive this season, maybe make the top 8, top 3, who knows, and then have the opportunity to resign at the end of the season.
Coach, you're in Coach News from Africa. Coach, you've touched a little bit on your recruitment policy, but having sampled what it takes, I mean, you played the champions, so you've got a good understanding of what it takes to be in the Betway Premiership. Having sampled the league, do you feel as if one or two, maybe more players who have experience in the Betway Premiership recently can help boost your team? Or are you confident that with the local players and the players that you've come up with from the ranks, you will still be able to survive this league all the way through?
I think it's the last one, my brother. I can just make an example. In the Premier's Cup that we played last weekend, when we played the final against Amazulu, we had 5 or 6 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds. And I'm that guy that is not scared to throw a child in if they can play. If there's a player that's got experience and can play, like for instance, Stelo is 30. He's probably the oldest of our signings, but we took a chance on him because we have young forwards within the structure. So Womteva and Abu Ace, they are still in their mid-20s. So we're not too stressed by signing someone like Stelo. We would have preferred somebody 24 or so, which is the team policy. As for PSL experience and all that, I honestly believe the guys that I have, like Abo Menzi, Abo Sego, Nabo No Pegan, they probably have more experience than the PSL players. It's just that they've never played PSL football, but they've been playing football all their life. And I trust them, and I know that Milford is in their heart. So I know 100% they will give me 100% every time. So that's the way I'm looking at it. I honestly do not think we're going to be relegated with the players that we have. But football is football. I mean, if guys show up like this every weekend, we should be okay.
Joseph from Sports. Coach, Muslim Mandela, beautiful player. Looking at what you've done today with your players, I mean, as the game continued, they started coming out of the shell. How did you then help them to absorb the euphoria that happens as Scotini, being faced with what they saw today? Probably half, if not 90% of them, it's for the first time that they get exposed into such an environment, and yourself as well, Coach. How did you then absorb all of this that happens here on a stadium that frightens everybody, basically?
I think for us, the playoffs played a part in helping us adjust playing in front of so many people, because when we were playing the playoffs in Hlatuze, the stadium was full. When we went to play Makezi, the stadium was full. And way back when we were playing APC Motsipe, we really had a lot of support. I mean, I can show you videos where we would manage to fill the stadium. So like I said, some of these boys, it's not like new. But I mean, playing Pirates away in Orlando is challenging for anyone. So it's about reassuring them and telling them that they can never disappoint me. And they are the reason we are where we are. We didn't buy the status. They are the ones that brought the team here. And just they need to believe that they belong here. And they play the football that we train. They play the football that they play every week or every day in Richards Bay. And that's all I said to them. And it took us a while. It took us maybe 15, 20 minutes to settle. But once we were settled, we really controlled the game.
Can you take us for the last two? Okay, anytime we can close it off. Oh, Mr. Clinton. Mr. Gilson?
Can Mr. Shamanolo go first, then can I follow you?
Okay.
It was just a follow-up to what the colleague has asked, actually. You, last season when we spoke to you, you said your boys said you need to continue coaching, but of course you've got a practice that you run. What took you, and which decision are you on now? Just to add to what he asked, because for me it was still left lingering. If you can elaborate a little bit further on that your practice is suffering, or is it the team that's going to suffer? Just take us on that.
You guys like the practice. Okay, I've been a doctor now since 2001. Been in private practice for almost 20 years. So I don't really need to work very hard. But there is somebody that is assisting me when we're not here. We've got a system in Richards Bay where we share the work with the other gynecologists, and they're friends of mine, so it's something that we've done a lot. So they know that for the next 12 months I'll focus on this project, and then when I'm available, then see the patients that I need to see, go to theatre and all that, which is normally Monday to Wednesday, then my theatre day is on Thursday. So I still do my work. I mean, I'm not working as hard as I was when I was 30, but I do enough, especially for the patients that have been with me for a long time. So I ensure that I attend to them and whatever that needs to be done. But the young doctors that I'm introducing into the system is also helping. Hopefully, this is going to be the last season. The plan really for the team is to give the guys that I'm working with the opportunity to grow and have them confident enough to take care of a PSL team. We're not going to go out and look for a coach if I move on. We're going to use Zane and Mike and probably bring somebody else, or Sego. By that time we'll be ready to coach the team. If they relegate it, it's fine, it's their team. We'll try and come up again.
Coach, can I just get a sense how you leave here today? Because your tone is very steady, if I may use that. Are you leaving here a proud man? Or are you leaving here a disappointed man? I mean, it was a hell of a mission today, and you didn't disgrace yourself. But what's your overriding feeling as you leave this hall?
Look, I mean, no one wants to lose. So it's never a nice feeling to lose. But I'm very proud of my team. I thought they showed up. If anyone didn't know Milford, now they know us. Probably it's going to change people's attitude when they're coming to play us. And I'm only praying that we at least continue where we left off, or fix a few problems here and there. But I'm going to leave Orlando as like a proud dad. A little bit of a disappointment that we didn't get anything. But after all, it is Orlando Pirates away. Probably it would be more disappointing had it happened in Mhlatuze. So no, I've got no beef with the guys. We just had a chat now. On Tuesday we're going back to training, and we will prepare for Swelele.
Okay. Thank you so much, Coach, for your time. Thank you for
Thank you.